Welcome to episode 304 of the Blathering Live. I'm Ken Napzok. It's Silly Saturday. We're here for about an hour live if you're listening later. Well, I hope you had a good Saturday night. I hope it was full of love and kindness and winning big at the tracks. But I'm glad you're here hanging out with me on this show here today. We're going to have some silly fun. I don't know. You know, here's the thing. I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you what's going on right now. Top of the hour, we're hoping for producer Steve to join. Producer Steve is the show. Let's be honest. He's the show. And we're hoping for producer Steve to show up because he's on dad duty tonight and he has to put the kids to bed. I told him to put some whiskey on the gums just like they used to do in the 1940s. But we've got some voicemails tonight. The Blathering Live voicemail box is off and running. You can go to the blathering.live to find the link, just to look at the page. But if you become a YouTube channel member or a Patreon supporter, the link is there that actually allows you to leave a voicemail. And you can do it anywhere. You can do it from your phone. Do it from your computer. You don't need the best. I don't need you to have top-of-the-line broadcast gear. Just say it. Just call and say it. Especially if you normally can't call in. Or if, like Laser Bolt videos, you don't want to call in. Because that's how the government will find you. Also, it's possible we might have a new segment tonight. We're seeing if someone can call it. It was a last-minute text. I didn't plan this show today. And also when producer Steve gets here, I put a lot of pressure on Steve tonight. Oh God, a lot of pressure on Steve tonight. When he gets here, I'll tell the story of what happened to me last night while shopping for a replacement inflatable bed. Not great, it's not the greatest story in the world, but it's kind of weird and funny and very LA-ish, I guess. James Holmes gifting 5 channel memberships. We really appreciate that, General Holmes. Good to see Anka here. Anka's checking in. And what a coincidence. She's here tonight. She's still awake where she is at, out there in the other lands. And just tonight, I dug out the old Good People Association hat. The Good People Association. I got to check in with Eric. It's been a while. I just texted Mark Riley today. We're chatting today. And texted with Josh McCougar in the morning. It was a Good People day. It was a GPA day. I'm glad to see Anka, one of our GPA stalwarts. Laserbolt was as well here. So you can call into the show, and I'm just going to say, that's what we're hoping a bunch of people call in. It's Silly Saturday. You ask me something tough, okay? Ask me the toughest question you could possibly think. I'll tiptoe around it. GPA for life. The first question, I'll answer this question. Ethan, it's Vetnik1138, says, what happened to the other inflatable bed? Well, for those that don't know the tale, last May 2025, in the year of our Lord, my life changed a bit, and my living situation changed a bit, and I was left with an option. I was offered this, keep a California King bed, which is a good bed, but a California King, as many of you know, pretty big. And it was on it was on a bed thing with drawers and everything. That was huge. It took like 3 men to break it apart. And I, didn't want to do that because I didn't know how long I was going to be living in this house. In May of 2025, I thought I was going to be in this house for about 6 weeks. So I was like, what I'm going to do? I'm just going to get an inflatable bed. I'm a 49-year-old, recently single, basically divorced dad of a dog, and the dog wasn't there, so I'm going to get an inflatable bed, and it's a nice one. It was a nice one, okay? A little pillow top, cushion on it. It even has like a little backboard, so you can feel a little bit more dignity, just a tiny bit more dignity when you slide into bed to cry yourself to sleep. And you're not supposed to use it every night. And that's what I did. That's what I have done. I've used it every night from May 2025 to June 11th, the night of June 11th into the 12th. And what happened? Yes, producer Steve, get in here. And I'll tell you the full story. The backboard does inflate, and it's kind of neat. It just pops up. You know, like in the movie Airplane, where the autopilot kind of pops up after you blow it to make it rise. That's kind of how the backboard shows up. It just. Anyways, long story short, stupid story. Nothing dramatic. It didn't pop. Just all of a sudden, 2 nights ago, I went to get in bed, and it literally was like it was teeter-tottering, like it was a teeter-totter. It was like, what is happening with the bed? And in the middle of it was just a giant giggity bulge, both up and down. And I had to sleep in that. And I thought about, I should sleep on the couch. I don't want this thing to blow in the middle of the night, but nah, I'll take a risk. And it's gone. It was fucked. It was done. So I had to go get another inflated bed. And then something happened when I went to the store. We'll tell you that story. Yeah, just normal wear and tear. It's really boring, Ethan. It's a boring story. You know, if that was a stand-up bit, it would have failed. The crowd would have stared at me and just gone, like a Tony Hinchcliffe special. I should have kept it. Worst case scenario, you sell it for drug money. It's in my my recycling bin right now. I can go grab that. Maybe you're right. So there you go. One question. I answered it. So if you got any questions here until a call in, silly Saturday. I don't have any alcohol with me because I have to leave shortly after this show ends to go to a friend's house to watch the Knicks, I guess. And that's another question that has come in. Will McLean says, Knicks close it out tonight? Question mark. Got to get this one in before Steve and his anti-Knicks agenda comes on. I am going to a Knicks house. I'm going to a New Yorker's house tonight to watch Game 5, chit-chat, have some dinner. I'm going to probably miss tip-off by the time this is done and wrapped up and I got pants on. Oh, yeah, I have no pants on today. I'm just doing this show in underpants and socks like I'm Winnie the Pooh with a shirt on. It's 90-something degrees outside. It's hotter here in the studio. But I'm going to Nick's house. But here's the thing. For my friend whose house I'm going to, it would mean a lot to him. He's not even like a huge basketball fan. He's a New Yorker. And it would really mean a lot to him if the Knicks win. And I get suckered by that. Now, I know we talked on Thursday, producer Steve, and I think JMB, Vulcan Nerd in chat, said that they don't approve of me or any sports fan that has an empathetic rooting for another team because of someone in their life. And I stand against that. Vote for me if you want to have empathy in your sports fandom. I with the Knicks win, it would be good for my friend Owen. But on the other side, I'm rooting for the Spurs because I like series that go to like game 6s or 7s. So poor Mark Ellis. Poor Mark Ellis is this, bleeding heart San Antonio Spurs fan. It's weird. I don't even know if he stepped foot in San Antonio in his life. But I'm a Miami Dolphin fan, and I've never been to Miami. New York Yankee fan. Didn't go to New York to 2015. Regional teams doesn't make sense to me. But poor little Mark Ellis. Nothing good happens to Mark Ellis. He's just always slugging it out, just hacking out a survival in this wilderness. He would like his Spurs to win. So, Will the Knicks close it out tonight? I don't think they will. I'm predicting Spurs tonight in a close game, and this at least goes to a game. Was it 6? It'd be 6. Tonight's 5. Right? Okay. There you go. One question down. Another question answered. Will McLean answers, I actually think Spurs is professional pride and send it back to NYC. So the game's in San Antonio tonight, right? Yeah, see, they got the home advantage, too. They got the home. And then, if you're a sports team, look, you win when you win. All right, let's just be honest. You win when you win. You don't play to lose. And as a Miami Dolphin fan, I'll tell you, do not tank for Tua. Do not do that ever again. But I got it in the back of your head. If you're a New York Knickerbocker and you're putting on your shorts and you're cinching up your high tops, puffing them, I got to think in the back of your head, you're like, it's okay if we lose tonight. We'll go back to it. I'd rather win this in the Garden. I'd rather go to MSG. I'd rather win it there. I wouldn't accuse. I don't think anyone takes the floor would admit that. I don't think. But in the back of your head, it's like you ever watch a Major League Baseball player and he's closing in on a big number. He's closing in on 600 home runs, and he's on the road I just watched I watched Ken Griffey Jr. I think it was either his 500th or his 600th career home run. I think it was the 600th. Someone can check the math on me. Ken Griffey Jr., one of the greatest players of all time and of our time. One of my favorite players. I have so many Ken Griffey Jr. cards just sitting over here. They're just sitting right here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I got a Ken Griffey Jr. card right there. This man, Ken Griffey Jr. For the audio listeners, I'm holding up a 1991 Topps Ken Griffey Jr. He had his 600th home run in like Florida for the Marlin fans. And like no one's in the crowd. And you got to, if I'm Ken Griffey Jr., and I'm thinking, unless it's like my last major league at bat, and I play for whatever the team is, and 3 more days, and we're back home, I'm swinging and missing. I don't want to set a record on the road. I don't want to win a championship on the road. Maybe not. New member, Cali Kid, checking in. Thank you, Cali Kid, becoming a YouTube channel member here. That gets you the link to call in, and also the link to leave a voice mail message with us. Eli saying, I'm not a sports person. I'm really not. That being said, Nixon 5. Well, then you're a sports fan. You're rooting tonight. You're rooting for the Knickerbockers. All right. Someone else had a comment here. This is an open forum night. Ask me anything. Ask me the tough questions tonight. Cali Kid says, don't feel sorry for Mark Ellis. Here's what Cali Kid writes. Don't feel sorry for Mark Ellis. They won a ton with Tim Duncan. The Knickerbockers haven't won in a long time, which is exactly why producer Steve says they should continue to not win. I think producer Steve thinks that if the Knicks win, there'll be something goes on with the space-time continuum. I think that's kind of where we're at. Also, the World Cup's going on right now. If David Mackay is still in chat, if he's still up over there, it's late. I know it's late. I received your mail today. I received mail from you today. It's great. It's going to be featured in a sports card. Hi, says David. Very wonderful message and very wonderful gift sent to me by David Mackay. It's World Cup related, and it's going to be featured in an upcoming sports card ASMR video probably this week. Got a great gift sent to me from narcolepsy. Good stuff. So appreciate that. Yeah, and I've decided this year I'm going to lay off being an asshole about soccer. I love poking the bear with soccer, football fans, whatever you want to call it. At ATTN. I'm not going to poke the bear. I'm not a huge soccer fan. I'm not a huge soccer fan at all. But like, I've gone hard in the paint, which is a basketball term, against the sport for like 30 years. That it's not the world's biggest sport because we here in America have not determined it to be so. And June Lee, my buddy June Lee, check out June Lee's channel. Just did some great sports reporting on soccer, and he's got a video up now. I haven't even watched yet. Came out a couple of days ago about why the world watches the World Cup. And I've decided that this is one of the byproducts of the last year and a half, last 10 years of living in this country. Maybe we shouldn't be the ones to determine what's the biggest sport in the world. I think we probably never had it, but maybe we've lost that card to play, right? And I can't come up here and bolivate about my dislike of soccer, which is clearly pretty popular the world over. James Holmes says maybe. Also, Pooch 44 with a great shitting dog avatar. Love that. But Pooch says we have games here in Toronto. Not interested in the least. I still feel I'm not missing out. I just don't get it. Yeah, I'm a sports guy. I just never gravitated towards soccer. I even played it for 2 years. I was really bad. My coach yelled at me one time, "Do you enjoy the tickets you got for free to watch this game?" Humiliating. But I deserved it. But I've decided this year that I'm already such just a jerk about other things. Musical theater, parades. I'm gonna lay off on World Cup and not be one of those contrarians. It's an event. People are excited. Who am I? And who are we as a country to say it's not popular? And it's here, right? We got a lot of it here. So there you go. Anka says soccer is the sport here, local and all. JMB says apparently flag emotes are limited by region. I couldn't find the Dutch flag or the regular Japanese flag. Is YouTube won't let you put the flags of the world up? Oh, yeah, and I go hard in the paint on DS9. Thank you, Laserbolt. Though I'll tell you what, I'm a little more halfway through season 2 of For All Mankind. I absolutely love this show. I'm digging it. And I know it's got 5 seasons, and some people have opinions on the later seasons. I get it. I'm in. Sorry, DS9 fans. I don't know what pulled me in. Vermont Mike is rooting for Deutschland. Germany. Who's in the, how many teams? Let's talk the World Cup here. This is how dumb. I don't know. How many teams are in the World Cup? How many countries? I could type this up here. How many countries are in the World Cup? Now, okay, the first answer is it's a Google Gemini answer. 48 countries. 3 teams automatically qualified. The host countries: Canada, Mexico, and the United States, because World Cup's in North America. The rest of the world, 45 teams. So is that accurate? I'm asking you about 48 teams. Okay, so that's accurate. 48 teams. They expanded this year, says Rads. Okay. I get it. Yeah, David says 12 groups of 4. And then is it like a weird route? See, that's the other thing with soccer. It was things I don't like. Again, I'm not Laserbolt. Hold my hand. Send me a force meet. The I don't like stoppage time. Stoppage time offends me as a sports fan. I don't like because it's like a guesstimate. I don't know. That guy was injured for like 12 seconds. I don't like it. Like, what is it? What are we doing here? What are we doing with that? I don't like. But the tournaments are a little confusing to me. And I think, like a lot of dumb Americans, if you don't understand something, therefore you don't believe in it. Maybe that's just it. But I have people here in my audience from other parts of the world. So teach me. I'm puttying your hands today. Anka says our orange bus got to America. Look it up. Left, right. We Dutchies go crazy with the soccer. Yeah. You said you were raised with it? All right. So Vulcan Nerd, he's got 12 teams divided into 4 groups. Each team plays the other 3. And based on points, with point differential as tiebreaker, they move to the knockout stage. Now that I can comprehend. I like the knockout stage. So the points, but so okay. Group competition is around Robinson's Vermont, Mike. The top 2 in each move. Okay. So I just have to get the opening round is round robin bullshit, and then it goes into okay. I can wrap my head around that. Wake me when it gets to the second round. I should have been drunk today. Let's just be honest. I should have been drunk today. Instead, I'm gulping energy drinks. Pooch, I think I'm saying that right. Pooch 44. I'm learning. Thanks, folks. Yeah, see, we're learning here. Who should I root for in World Cup? You all tell me. 3 points for the win, 1 for the tie. Ties. And I know the NFL has more ties now because of the overtime rules. I don't get why sports go to a tie. That's to me, winning isn't everything. It's the journey to the victory. But when it comes to tallying the better of the teams and ending the season, decide the game. When producer Steve gets here, he's going to give me a big thumbs up that he's ready to yell at me about soccer. And he's going to join the show. And we'll figure this out. Steve, are the kids to bed?
Kids are in bed. Happy Saturday. Is your inflatable headboard squeaky?
That's a personal question.
It's not.
But no.
Oh, okay.
No, the biggest problem is, so the bed moves. So when I get it, so it starts next to the nightstand, like this close. And if I move or get up to go to the bathroom, get a drink, by the night, it's 3 feet for the nightstand. I need to put something underneath it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a major shift. I thought you were going to say like a few inches. 3 feet is like a seismic shift in that. Good
right.
God.
Maybe that's some hyperbole.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Be careful.
So do you have hot takes on the sport of soccer itself, Steve?
I'm a soccer guy. I've got a soccer thingy right over my shoulder there at Liverpool. My RA in college was a former Liverpool Academy player, and he got me into soccer. So that's
Okay.
my excuse to be a fan there.
What draws you in? What draws you in?
It's the beautiful game, Ken. And it really is. Like, it's when you've played as much FIFA as I have, Ken, and you really understand the mechanics and the X's and O's of what's going on, you really do see just how like hard it is what they're doing, and just how impressive it is, like how accurate and they are with the ball, and the way that they're able to, create such long plays, the endurance that it takes to play soccer. These guys, you talk about, you talk about hating ties. Here's why I'm okay with ties in sports.
I'm listening.
I don't know if this is a sports take. I think this is more of just like an opinion, but whatever. I think the reason why we have time limits in games is because the idea is that the two teams are supposed to compete and determine who is better within that time limit. When we go to overtime, now we're dealing with the human element of we are exhausted. We are no longer on paper the same thing that we were drawn up for the 60 minutes of what the original the book of the rules says and everything. We're off into a extra kind of just nebulous place.
It's philosophical. Okay.
Right. So that's why I'm okay with ties in it accounts for that.
But isn't it so when I see an NFL team go like 9-7-1, I want to scream. I just want to scream. Give me 5 more minutes. Go to a field goal challenge. Put the ball on the 50.
Oh God!
Let the kickers do a 60-yard. Let's just do it.
No,
let's just do it.
I already hate kickers. No, they already play a completely different sport. Like I hate it. I hate when games are decided by kicks because kickers literally play a different sport. So no, I don't want that. I don't like penalty shootouts either because I think it's lame.
I understand because if Major League Baseball, if you hit 15 innings and suddenly it's like a home run derby. Yeah, and I think the All-Star game did that. I don't love that. I don't love that. I get you. All right. First of all, so on Silly Saturdays, occasionally I make a super chat goal, and I just say I say something stupid. And tonight it was like, hey, a $100 super chat. If you're drunk and rich, help me out. And Cali Kid, I don't know if he's drunk, I don't know if he's rich, but Cali Kid just was a big home run. He hit it. He hit the goal. This is amazing, Cali Kid. Next month I might get a better inflatable bed. I'm a Golden State Warriors fan. I'm doing good right now. 4 NBA championships in 2019. Also, if you've seen Obsession or Backrooms. Also, with your favorite pizza topping. Also, what's your go-to microwave meal? I love Stouffer's. Cali Kid gets all these questions answered because of this super, super generous super chat. I really appreciate it. I have not seen Obsession or Backrooms. I get a little scared. I get a little scared of the horror films. But the people I know who have, the Dorinas, the Aprils, the Rubicamas, those people seem to like these films. I know that they're made with like YouTubers turned directors, and that's weird, but it's fine. That's where we're at now. And I mean that in a good way. And so they should be allowed to make fucking movies. And they did, and they're doing good. Horror movies are the best movies. I said horror movies, Steve, not horror movies. Horror movies are the best to get your money back on. Low, cost low, usually get bought back.
Right. Gotcha.
So there you go. Have you seen them, Steve? No, you got kids.
I have, dude. No. I was lucky to go see Mandalorian Grogu. So yeah, no, I'll catch those when they go on. I'm not a horror guy movie though. I get scared. I don't want to get scared.
Yeah, you and me share that. You get scared.
Yeah.
I'll say my favorite pizza topping. This is where I come in with the. I love Canadian bacon and pineapple, and I love that people get upset. We can argue in a bar in a circle for hours about it. I like it. The sweet, the sour, the salty, giggity, it's all there. I love Canadian bacon pineapple. But I'm going to put that aside because that's kind of a style of it's a genre of pizza more than anything. My go-to, if I only got one topping, first of all, more times out of not, I'll just get a cheese pizza. I just like the simplicity of a cheese pizza. I think olives, black olives, Steve, have emerged as my go-to staple pizza topping.
Interesting. So like cheese and just olives, don't you like have to have pepperoni with the olives? No?
No.
Don't you need that meat with it?
Mushroom and olives. If I'm in mixed company and I know Canadian bacon and pineapple isn't going to fly, And since I'm a gentleman, Steve, I don't force it on anyone.
Right.
I go, okay, how about mushroom and olive? But mushroom and jalapenos, mushroom and pepperoni, mushroom and feta cheese, olives, I think I should say. Go with everything. It's a staple for me now.
Yeah, I just give me pepperoni, cheese, sausage, bacon, maybe if you wanted to get exotic, but I can't do mushrooms on my pizza. Like, man, to me, mushrooms was a thing that was an experience for me in my 20s at a music festival, not a thing that goes on my pizza.
I get it. It's a drug reference, everybody. All right, final question from Cali Kid, who really made our dream come true. What's your favorite go-to microwave meal? He loves Stouffer's. I do love a Stouffer's French bread pizza. I might need to get those.
Hold on. Stouffer's French bread pizza?
Yeah, the little.
I don't even know what is this? I don't even know.
It's like a
pizza log. What is this?
Yeah. By the way, we are going to have our debut segment tonight of a movie review in a second. So, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Stouffer's French bread pizza, like the supreme flavor.
Stouffer's French bread pizza. What is this?
Yeah.
It's just like a big ass flatbread thing. Okay,
it's like a flatbread pizza. It's so good. Old hand sauces. I saw Backrooms. I'm a fan of liminal spaces. Also, I was the oldest guy in the theater. That means you're the coolest guy in the theater. Cali Kid does like Canadian bacon, pineapple sausage, and mushrooms. It's delicious.
Okay,
there's the Stouffer's French bread pizza.
Okay,
they're so good. There's something about it. It just I'm gonna say this out loud. It fits in your mouth so nice. It just belongs in your mouth.
That looks like a 2-biter per side, right? Like you look at those corners there, it's like a hunk. You take a chunk out of one corner, take a chunk out of the other corner. Yep. That's how I'm attacking this, going all the way through.
Yeah. So the thing is, Vermont Mike wonders if you grew up Amish or something. You've never heard of these Stouffer's French bread pizzas.
No, I haven't.
See, the suggested serving is one of those, Steve. I knocked 2 of those out.
Oh, come on. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's like a Pop-Tart saying a suggested serving of a Pop-Tart is 1 Pop-Tart, even though 2 of them come in the package. Like, what are we doing? Come on.
I wonder, if I could flip one of those over on top of the other and make a French bread pizza sandwich, what could I put in the middle?
Wouldn't that just be a calzone at that point?
Yeah.
French bread calzone? What are we doing?
Probably. Everyone eats both, says Alan Smithy. Okay. Good. That's just a suggestion, says Laser Bulb. Super chat from James Holmes. What is your favorite cinema experience? Mine was going to see Mother, Jennifer Lawrence, such a weird film. Nobody knew what to make of it. Gosh, in terms of that, I saw, you know, The Road to Wellville?
Not.
Okay.
No.
It came out late to mid 90s. I think Anthony Hopkins, Matthew Broderick, Cole Meany, I think was in it. Bridget Fonda. It's basically like the kind of the real story of Kellogg's, the cereal guy who opened up like a sanatorium, and he was all like a weird health, not like RFK Jr. of his time, and some weird stuff goes on there. Mm-hmm. Me and my friend, who I was roommates with and still friends with now, Joel, we saw it in the theater that we worked at, or he worked at the time, and we were the only 2 people laughing the entire movie. And it wasn't forced. We were like, this is a great comedy. And everyone else, not so much.
So 41% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, Anthony Hopkins, Bridget Fonda, Matthew Broderick, John Cusack, Dana Carvey, Michael Lerner. Yeah. I mean, some 90s names. Some 90s names
that's
there for sure.
90s heavy hitters. Steve, we're going to do some voicemail call-ins here in a second, but we are debuting. I think, give me a thumbs up if it's a camera-ready segment here. Yeah, okay. We're debuting a new segment called Alden's Stoned Movie Reviews. Alden Diaz is here from Anytime and Casually Talk.
Holy shit.
New episode.
Look.
For those who are listening only, we
got to provide some context. We got to provide some context. First of all, I have 1.5 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches here.
Oh, you're stoned.
And a Yoo-hoo. And a Yoo-hoo.
A canned Yoo-hoo.
Not the Yoo-hoos. Yeah.
These let me tell you, this is a Yoo-hoo can from not the primary refrigerator, the garage refrigerator.
Oh, I love that. Know. I've never had one of those in my life. I bet Steve has a garage refrigerator. Steve, you do? I do. Oh, yeah. Steve's a better man than any of us. Yeah. When you live that life where you have you need a drink, they're out in the garage. Yep. Oh my God, you've made it.
That's the drinks. All the beer, the soda goes in the garage, and then all the extra meat is frozen in the freezer. That's what.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, all right.
All
So
the
that's the
ribs out.
context. That's good. And people ask, yeah, anytime's not dead. There's a version that we're working on. Okay.
It's gonna be a thing. Look,
We're-
there's like
yeah.
7 podcasts between the two of us.
Yes.
Like, really 7 just with Ken.
It's just
And baseball cards and
Oh, yeah.
OnlyFans.
it's OnlyFans. Yep. Yeah. And looking at this, Ken, you need to put on glasses. Yeah, Uncle, I have my glasses. You want my glasses on? Okay.
Oh, true. Yeah, we have a nice little look how studious we all look.
Oh, Senator Schumer has joined.
Vermont
So
Mike
you-
says, who's a beverage for kings? It is. Okay.
So the context of this,
Mm-hmm.
just so in our texts, you and I were texting, and I told you about Disclosure Day, new film from Steven Spielberg, and you
Yep.
said, call in and sell me on
Yeah.
it, you know,
Yeah.
pitch it to me, let me know.
Yeah.
And I said, no, you don't want that because
Mhm.
I'm really baked. And I'm sitting here with bedhead. I'm in my pajamas, like, and you're like, oh, you don't need to be seen or whatever. But it just so happens that I was already like up and about for this one, so I will allow myself to be seen. But I guess I'm here to talk about Disclosure Day. Am I the only one that's seen this movie?
Yeah.
The 3 of us.
Yeah. And I'm a Spielberg fan in general, but I need you to sell me on this film of why I should go to the Burbank 6 down in underneath the parking structure and see this picture.
Okay, so this right here is the ending, not of the whole like Spielberg career. You know, I think he'll die on a movie set. Same with Scorsese and some other people, but it's definitely sort of the conclusion, maybe, of like the pop cultural like Alien Spielberg. Like, I think when you say that to most people, like, oh, what's a Steven Spielberg movie? They say like, oh, like Aliens, like Adventure, Indiana Jones. Like, I feel like that guy, this was maybe like the final statement, and then directly it's like the spiritual trilogy with Close Encounters and ET, and it's like, and he has said that too, like that's like a fan reading, but it's also, he has said that he sees it as those two. He doesn't count his War of the Worlds remake because he says that's me reacting to 9/11. It's not really speaking to the same things.
I like that picture.
I like it too. I like it too. He also didn't include Crystal Skull, which
that's a shame. No spoilers. Yeah, he's just trying to.
No spoilers. So that's like
No
the vibe going in is that, you know, it's going to be saying some of these same things, but it's really about right now. It's really about us and not the aliens. It's not a are the aliens real movie. It's they are, and it's a story of, it's more of a government conspiracy thriller with sci-fi about, will that truth get out? One data analyst hacker guy played by Josh O'Connor. He's like, I'm gonna tell the world and I'm gonna broadcast it out, and I have the footage, and it combines a lot of like, I'm not gonna get anything away, but like a lot of I could say Roswell's in the trailer, but like you get the idea that Roswell was first contact, and that for 79 years there's been this was a government conspiracy, and then it became like another thing, and there's a private corporate. It's very honestly like, it's kind of Close Encounters, but like very also George Lucas in a lot of ways, of like what the aliens do and what they are, and the fact that it's a corp. Like they even flat out say like, yeah, presidents stopped even knowing about this after Nixon because, you know, they couldn't really be in on it, and it just became a corp operation, and it's really, really interesting stuff. But I know that I was gonna say, I know I'm coming here to somebody who is so anti.
He's high, Ken. You gotta let him rant. This is what we do when we're
anti the aliens.
So first of all, Steve, could you look up if Hal Puthoff is still alive, and if he consulted on this film? I think his name's Hal Puthoff, of something like that.
That he got made fun of in high school. He says Wikipedia page says he was born in 1936 and is currently 89 years old. Howard Edward Puthoff is still with us.
Did he consult on this picture just like he did Close Encounter of the Third Kind? See if you find that out.
Puthoff is a participant in The Age of Disclosure, a 2025 documentary film about UFOs and claimed government programs involving recovery of alien technology crashed on Earth. I'm not seeing anything about this specific movie.
Maybe it's too
on his Wikipedia page.
So Alden, I know that you're pitching me to go see a film that is about bigger themes and everything like that. I'm down with this. Again, I'm a big fan of Crystal Skull. I'm a big fan. I know interdimensional beings, not aliens. I know. I'm a big fan of War of the Worlds. I think War of the Worlds I think his version is a great picture. That Tim Robbins sequence is one of my favorite sequences in a film. And that sound that the alien makes right before he's gonna, I think that's one of the greatest sounds in film. I like E.T. E.T. is one of the first movies I saw in the theater. All right, E.T. When Elliot kisses the girl, and that was the first time I was like, well, that's what we're supposed to do. Like, I love that movie. Close Encounters. I like mashed potatoes, so I like the film. I got nothing against the film.
I fundamentally don't. By the way, I just want to say I don't trust people that don't like ET. Fundamentally, do not trust you.
That's probably good, Steve. How what's your trust level with ET?
I love ET. It's such a good kid's introduction into like this is what a good movie can be in a weird kind of a way. That was like the first time I like watched a movie and like thought about it behind like, oh, it was funny or oh, it was like weird. Like it made you like feel something as a kid. You know what I mean? It was like the first time I saw The Lion King as a kid and I cried when Mufasa died. Spoilers. So I was like, it was very, it grabbed me in a way that other movies didn't as a child. Because you're just like, oh, action, oh, chase scenes, oh, laser swords. But this was like, oh, he just wants to go home.
He wants to go home. Old hand saw this. I don't remember the Spielberg TV miniseries Taken from 2002. I barely do. I don't.
No, I never watched
this. All right, so Alden, it comes down to this. Whether or not, you like the picture, other people might not like the picture, but it's a picture. It's by Spielberg. I can see why I would like it. Does this movie, when you walk out of this movie, if you're one of those folks that, let's say, has a YouTube channel where you're looking up into the skies and because you think aliens are real, are you going to walk out of this movie and think it's almost here? Like how are you going to, you know what I mean? It's just going to.
I am going to say no because I don't want to give anything away, but I'm going to try to speak comparatively. Did you see Interstellar?
No, I'm familiar with it though. Yeah, that's the one. That's the.
You haven't seen Interstellar? Jesus Christ!
It's an endless list, Steve. It's an endless
list. But that's Nolan, right? That's Nolan, right?
McConaughey.
Yeah, it's Nolan.
Yeah, Nolan.
Okay, here I defend. I still like his Batmans. Okay, I still like all three of them.
Of course. Yeah.
I love that. I was on Schmoes defending I love those films. Until he decides to use goddamn email, I'm not watching one of his films. Just gonna say.
Oh, so you resent his
his
resentfulness.
Yeah, his anti-tech stance.
Yeah. So the reason I bring it up is like the reason why I don't think it emboldens those people is because like from second one of the movie, like they get their confirmation. It's like the movie is not really about like vindicating believers. It's more so about what would not their plan for us be. They're not like, it's not saying like the Overlord aliens are coming and it's like it's not an invasion film. It's just we've had a secret relationship with this thing for a long time. And would people be ready to know it? And it gives so many different angles on it. Like Bono's daughter, Eve Hewson, is in the film. Oh, and she plays a woman who was previously at a church as a novitiate to become a nun and left before she completed her whatever.
Oh, okay.
Her Jedi trials to be a nun. I don't know what the ending of the nun.
Yeah, that's exactly what they are.
Yeah. They cut the nun's braids off
right before she got her.
Knew how to use a lightsaber.
Yeah. So she's an ex-nun and she provides like that perspective on it. And then you got the data analyst, then you have like
spiritual side,
the guy who left
science,
the program, who helped cover it up. Like it's all these people drawn together. And Emily Blunt's main character is this weather woman who mid-broadcast switches into the alien language, and that's the trailer bit of the clicks. And so it's really like they have already touched this world, and how do we respond? And it's really way more about our capacity for empathy or lack thereof than what they do. Because really, we come off really bad in this. Like honestly, like not spoil. I don't want to spoil anything, but like it's almost as if Spielberg said, Close Encounters, I left it a mystery of what was going to happen to Roy. And E.T., I said we would be heroes. We would look out for the stranger. We would be we would be friends. And this is almost a much older man saying, no, we would drop the ball. We would be horrible. And could we redeem ourselves after being horrible? Like the proof of like the government proof in this movie that they allude to in the trailer when they show it in the film, it's hard to watch. Like it's genuinely it's a sadder Spielberg thing, and
I'm intrigued.
It's gonna make you feel good.
Okay,
in a thriller way.
All right. Look, I might give it a go on streaming. I don't have enough.
Come on.
I don't have enough money to head down to the Burbank 6. The Burbank 6 tickets start at $19.75. The food there is I'm walking out of there with a $50, $70 bill if I get treats and everything, which I don't have to. That would be my choice. All right, that's good.
I'm never taking my children to the movies. I don't.
You're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able to. By the time your kids are,
it's bad. Yeah. My sister has 4 kids.
No.
So she can only go to the movies on $5 Tuesdays. Like that's become like her life. She's like, I can only go on Tuesday.
What do you see on $5 Tuesdays? Like they rerun like Bad Girls from '94?
I think it's just like, could you imagine? your child's walking in to watch From Dusk Till Dawn on a random Tuesday. Yeah. I think it's just like anything that's not new. So like you can't catch something on the first week if it's run on like a $5 Tuesday. But at this point, I think they haven't seen Mandalorian and Grogu yet because I think they're gonna go on a $5 Tuesday.
Gotcha.
Right. That's what we got to do. Okay. Yeah. Look, I just, my concern is that these people were going to come out of this film and be like, it's all true and feel more of that grift. That's why I had the wall up. I had the wall up to the film.
It's also Spielberg kind of saying we are not a media literate society anymore, and it's going to hurt us because so much of this is about the truth. So much is about lies. The fact that your main character is a weather woman who wants to be promoted to anchor because she wants to deliver like real stories. Right. It's got all those angles. Oh, and by the way, her boyfriend in the film is Wyatt Russell, Kurt and Goldie's son. So you have these two Nepo babies in the film that like have the goods, but you're also like, come on, Spielberg. Like, make some names on your way out.
We can't. His daughter. We're a fan of his daughter because she's friends with Alana Haim.
Oh,
and they have a
Sasha,
podcast, And by the way, Eve Houston, right? Eve Houston, good performer. His son's band Inhaler, great, and now his other daughter's releasing music under some name, and she's fucking great. And I'm a U2 fan, of course, as everyone knows. And people in the chat hate me. People in my own chat hate me because I love U2.
That's lame of them. Can I say, listen?
No,
they Penheads.
They hate Bono.
U2's a good band. They're not my favorite band, but they're a really good band. But people love to be like, oh, the Apple thing when they put the thing on the. No one forced you to listen.
Yeah, you could delete it. Yeah. I suddenly magically got an Adele album on. I kept it.
Hold on, I have to say something.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. I'm good with U2. I don't hate U2.
Don't get me wrong.
You back in 2006 or whatever this was, you don't get to non-consensually take up valuable space on my iPod or my iTunes. Get the fuck out of here.
Non-consensual data.
Yeah, dude, that shit was dog. We used to pay $1 for a song back then. We only had so much space on those iPods. Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want your. You bought a red iPod and you get a whole.
Yeah.
It's fine if you want to allow me to download it for free. That's fine. You want to just give it away. That's fine. But don't force your. I just like that. It felt icky.
Yeah, no, I know. I what do you want from me?
YouTube's fine though. I'm good with YouTube.
YouTube's fine, and I will say, just to your point, Ken.
Yeah.
As you were listing off, the kids, what they're up to, I thought about Violet Grohl, who's got her album out now.
Yeah,
great.
Gracie,
but my point is that like they get such a bad rap. But like much like biopics, where it's like you can actually list about 40 to 50 excellent biopics if you just think about it for a second. But the narrative is, they're all bad. Nepo babies, because there are the ones that have like blundered or not even blundered, but just been silly, like the Chet Hanks.
Yeah.
It's like you can't deny the fact that the list of ones that do have the goods is pretty long at this point.
But look, here's the thing. It's always been. We just didn't. It wasn't as obvious. Growing up, big Sean Astin, he's an Nepo baby.
Yeah.
Like
Nicolas Cage.
Like it wasn't. It just and now, especially in the music industry, unless you're a rich kid, you can't make it, and that's where it's at. Anyways, all right, so we're too far here.
The Nepo baby thing. The Nepo. I have to say this. The Nepo baby thing is it's not so much the name thing. It's the fact that the Nepo babies have the resources to get good at a thing. I think too many people look at Nepo babies and just assume they're not good at it. They just have the name. But it's really like there is juice there, but it's because they've had
for rehearsal.
It's the AAU basketball players of media, right? Yeah,
it's always been the case in baseball, but there is a large amount of next generation baseball players right now at the bigs, and it's what you're talking about. baseball is a rich sport. They have the money to train with the best of the best, and they are naturally good, and they get better. And that's part of that. That's where the struggle is. All right. So, but Alden, you're welcome to stay on. By the way, Alden, I don't think you were stoned enough. Just gonna say.
Yeah,
I think it's just that I'm pretty good at operating. Look, the first time I ever almost got caught, like back when I first started smoking, I came home and like I've never locked in harder in my life because I thought that I was like, oh, they got me. I was like dead to rights. I thought they'd be asleep, lights were on, and I remember like literally like as if I was in my own body, like wearing my own body. I was like left foot, right foot, left foot, and so like since that, I think I've just. It's really easy for me to like get your point across.
Yeah.
Don't, but it can get worse. It can get worse.
Stick around. We got about 15 more minutes in the show. I do have to get going, but a couple things. So we're gonna have some voicemails, but also quick story. So the boring story was I needed to get a new inflatable mattress because at 50 I still am a pathetic human being who has no life going for him. And instead of I can't get a mattress, can't get a bed frame. I had to go get another inflatable bed, and I was really pissed off about it because I had to max out my Target card to do it, and I had to go to Target because that's the only money I had left to go do it, and it's emergency fund. And I decided to go to the big Target nearby because I thought to myself, if I'm gonna go spend the money, I'm gonna go get because there's a small Target near me and a big Target, and I'm gonna go to the big Target and I'm gonna see if there's some food items or something, and I'll be honest, I needed a scrub for my face. I was out. And, my skin, I'm very, very particular about my skin routine. So I go there. And it was a Friday, and I thought, okay, it's a little packed. I guess a lot of people shopping at Target tonight, these heathens. And I found a spot far away, and I walk in, and I get a cart, and I head to the camping section where my inflatable bed is, and I know. And there was just a wave of 14-year-old girls and their parents coming towards me and behind me and going for like to the point where I was like, what's going on? And I push to the back. There's a large crowd. And then an employee goes, are you looking for something specific? I'm like, I'm a pathetic divorced single dog dad who needs an inflatable bed. Yes. And she's like, you're going to have to go around. So okay, I'm not an asshole. I'll go around. The one aisle that I needed was blocked off. And I pushed my way forward. I was like, excuse me. Ah, fuck, there's a stanchion there and someone there. Sir, you can't come here. Turn around. It was Olivia Rodrigo. Olivia Rodrigo was 10 feet away from my inflatable bed, and I had to leave and go to another store.
So she was doing like a signing in the Target?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah, because Target still sells CDs. Yeah,
I saw her. I was like, oh, that's neat. I need a goddamn inflatable bed, Olivia.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get to it.
Eli's gonna be so like Eli's already holy shit in the chat. Like that is Eli's. Eli just did his. I don't want to. Eli, correct me if I'm wrong. Thesis. I'm saying thesis about her songwriting. Like that was a great presentation on it.
If she was,
she was signing.
If she was signing inflatable beds, and Ethan said, like, I'm telling you, I was so close. I could have been exactly what Ethan suggests. Hey, Olivia,
second row, yeah. Can you grab that one right there? No, the one on the left, yeah, please.
The one with the inflatable headrest. The one I need that. I need that because I still live in poverty. Could you get that for me?
I thought Olivia Rodrigo would be too big for Target at this point. I didn't know we were still doing Target signings for someone that's doing Apple commercials.
Yeah. I guess it's just maybe it's because of the hitting those families. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. All right, we're gonna do some calls. Vulcan Nerd has a quick FMK. Okay. So let's do that. So Vulcan Nerd, you don't need to turn on your camera, but I have to use this setting so you can be on. There you go. What do you got?
Hello, everybody. Glad to see Alden again.
Hey, bud.
I have an FMK for you guys.
FMK.
So FMK tacos, burgers, and pizzas. I was gonna do hot dogs, but I knew that was an automatic kill for Steve.
Yeah.
So
okay. So
this is really easy, I think.
Okay. You do it.
So I'm killing tacos right out of the gate.
Okay.
And then I'm going to marry pizza, the love of my actual love of my life. I've had pizza, and I'm not exaggerating, 5 times over the last 3 days because I will just stretch it out. Wow. And then that leaves me banging burgers, which I'm always happy to do.
That's pretty good. So you're killing tacos. Yeah. Marrying pizza and banging those burgers. Steve, do you have it in? You're muted, Steve. Sorry, muted.
Sorry, I was muted. I was opening a beer. I'm killing the burger. I
Whoa.
love burgers. But if there's one thing if I had to get rid of something, of those three, I feel the most confident in that. Just because there are a lot of reasons. But anyway, I'm fucking the pizza.
Okay.
A pizza just seems like a Friday night hookup kind of food, right?
Yes.
Like a pizza just sounds like I want a slice. I'm never going to call you back.
Yes.
I'm going to fuck the pizza. I'm going to marry the taco. Yeah. The taco of all three of those has the most opportunity for passion, for changing it up. You know what I mean? Like a burger, you could put some different toppings on. A pizza, you could put some different toppings on. I could have chicken tacos. I could have beef tacos. I could put all sorts of different things in those tacos. I could have hard shell. I could have soft shell. So I want to marry someone who's a 5-tool player, Ken.
Okay, I like that. Okay,
interesting.
All right. So you guys are great. I think I got to tell you, Steve. I think you and I are hand in hand in here. I'm killing burgers, and here's the reason. I love burgers. I love a good cheeseburger. I'm still pissed about the $17 cheeseburger at Dodger Stadium. That was not worth the money. But I love it. I love it.
You were mad about that.
I was very mad. Love it. But here's the thing. I've reached the point in my life, both with what I'm trying to do with my health and just with my age, I can't eat as much. I find myself when I have burgers, I just take a couple bites and then I put it down and I throw the buns aside and I just slice the meat up and I just have a burger salad.
Bun's the best part.
I don't disagray, but
that's so interesting to me because you're a holdable foods guy. We've established you like to hold.
You're very right. Yeah. But so that tells me in my heart, I could live without burgers. So kill burgers. And pizza. I almost cut pizza because I'm kind of tired of it. But yet, anytime someone says, "Hey, you want to get a pizza?" Yes. So I think you're right, Steve.
What do they say? Like pizza's like sex. It's good even if it's bad.
Yep.
So
Mom makes us no red meat. Yeah, I'm trying to cut that down again. And then tacos. I could have tacos 7 nights a week at various spots in LA. There's a King Taco around the corner from my special lady friend's house. Love hitting that up. Go to lunch with Dorina. We go get tacos. Go to lunch with Mark and River Cabo. We go to salsa and beer now, which is great taco.
Yeah.
We got taco stands everywhere.
What's the place by the store where you took me and Nikki?
Pink's Tacos.
I think so. Yeah, the walk down the road.
Pink Taco. Yes.
Yeah,
Pink
that place is
Tacos.
great.
Taco trucks on every corner, folks.
All right. So J&B, great question. Did we answer correctly?
Yes, you guys did. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
That's a great call. All right.
Now I want all of those.
Thank you.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm heading to my friend's house tonight, and he's probably offering me one of these 3 options, and now I know which way I'm going to go. All right, I'll stay here. We're going to do the voicemails. Every Saturday night, you're welcome to get stoned and hang out.
Don't threaten me with it.
Anka says this. Steve's going to get the voicemails ready. In America, you get a lot of burger, though. I seriously needed to use the big meals when I was in America. We eat less here. No doggy bags, though. Yeah, that's one of the things we do. All right, so as you all know, if you're a YouTube channel member or a Patreon supporter, patreon.com/Napzok, you get the link to call in anytime from anywhere and leave a voicemail for the show. It's a little fun thing, different than the calls, which are their own fun thing, but this is for folks that maybe can't call in, can't stay up this late, maybe a little shy, or they just want to yell at me at how to say their name. Steve, what do we got?
So we have several. The voicemail line is hot, you guys. We've got the folks have called in. We have return calls. We have calls international. We have calls from across the pond. We have celebrity calls. We have the president of the United States has called in, boys. Apparently he heard he was a fan. I think he knew Alden was going to be here. And so he wanted to make sure that he was included.
I need to delete a lot of posts real quick before we bring him in.
So let's start with everyone's favorite Scotsman. What do you say?
Okay, let's do it.
The anticipation is killing me.
Yeah, it's killing me too.
Now Windows Media Player needs to open. There we go.
Hello there. Steve recently mentioned the Kingdom Come Deliverance games, and the main character in that has my new favourite battle cry, which is, "I feel quite hungry." And I'm just wondering, next time either of you are involved in the Stramash, what's your battle cry of choice going to be? Over.
Can you replay that?
Your battle cry.
Can we hear that again?
You want to hear it again? Okay.
I want to hear it again.
Yeah, it's awesome.
His voice does just make me happy.
Yeah.
Hello there. Steve recently mentioned the Kingdom Come Deliverance games, and the main character in that has my new favourite battle cry, which is, I feel quite hungry. And I'm just wondering, next time either of you are involved in the Stramash, what's your battle cry of choice going to be?
What's
Over.
Stramash? What's he saying?
I think he's saying skirmish, but it sounds
Skirmish.
like scrumash.
Okay. Skirmish.
Or
Yeah,
Scrummish? I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, some Scottish people say.
okay.
Wow.
All right. So what is
We
your
butchered their language.
what is the so the thing is what is your battle cry? Alden,
What
do
is
you
your
have
battle
Do
cry?
you have a battle cry?
I don't have like a battle cry that I've adopted for myself, like in fight fantasies, mostly because my fantasy is never being in one. And so far, 30 years, and I have not. So, I'm a talker. I talk my way out. But I will say, the first thing I think of when I think of battle cries is in Tropic Thunder. When the third act is starting and they're sneaking into the drug compound, and Robert Downey Jr. in blackface, in yellowface, is trying to sneak in, and he mixes up his lie of what type of farmer he is, and they catch him on it, and he goes, "I'm a lead farmer, motherfucker," and then he pulls out the double guns.
Right.
So I'm a lead farmer, mother effer, is what I used to say a lot playing like Call of Duty in like high school.
Yeah.
So
That's a good one.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Steve, do you got one?
I love that. So I'm gonna kind of go with Alden here. It's less of a battle cry, more of like a one-liner when you've done the cool thing. Applesauce, bitch. From Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. So it just like it was like playing Call of Duty or something. You shoot someone in the back with a shotgun. Applesauce, bitch, and you just make sure they hear that over the kill cam.
Ken from Good Will Hunting 2 hunting season.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Love that. Battle cries are good. So back in the early 2000s, when my roommates and I would watch the Dodgers, we'd go to the Dodger games. When Eric Gagne would come in, the steroided closer of the Dodgers, we'd yell, "Finish him!" Try to make that his battle cry, and no one else in the stadium would do it. And then if Kingsport Cow was here live, he'd remind you all that my battle cry in real life when I'd be involved in problems at the old job would be like, "What, you got fucking words? You got fucking words?" usually but in honor of James Holmes, I think the next skirmish I'm gonna be like, "What you gonna do about it?" And I'm just gonna let that slide. And then they'll be like, "What accent was that?" And I'll be like, "Oh," and it'll be great. Thank you, James.
That's great.
Next up.
That is great.
Alrighty. Let's see. Next, let's go to our friend Adam Knight. He left us a message.
Adam, okay.
Again, producer Steve, it is I, the Outlaw Adam Knight, intrepid pro wrestler, and stuck in traffic here on a fine Friday afternoon, heading home with a 8-foot ladder to get some work done around the house. I'm leaving this voicemail simply because I've not had the opportunity to be there live, but have been following along on everybody's adventures on the audio rebroadcast. And while I am not looking forward to the return to the screwworm infestation, I would like to thank producer Steve for his incredible research on the entomology of.
And that was it.
Oh,
did he crash?
The screwworm's got
Did
him.
he crash?
No, it's playing.
Did he crash?
Did he crash? He said he was driving.
I hope he's okay.
Adam, he's okay.
Do we have a line on Adam
20 more
Knight?
seconds of dead air. I don't know. I should really screen these before we play them, huh?
No, actually, I like this even better.
I hope Adam's okay.
I'm
Has he
going to text him
commented tonight? I don't know.
Okay, I'm not. He usually doesn't.
I'm gonna get at the social media check-in on Adam Knight.
If Adam Knight drove off a bridge while he was leaving a message to my stupid voicemail box,
my God.
I will never sleep ever again. Oh Jesus! All right.
Narcolepsy says he was taken out by immigrant. By the way,
That's the
Narcolepsy, I got your
him.
mail, your package today, and it was awesome. You even kind of made me tear up. So thank you. That Sports Card ASMR will have a mailbag, a video this week. All right, this is great. Keep them rolling. How many more we got left, Steve?
We got a few more. Brady went to the movies.
Brady went to the movies. Is that...
Why is it not playing? Brady, what happened? Why is your movie?
He was
not
in the
playing?
car with Adam Knight.
Yeah, what the hell?
That's
Hold on. Let's.
Adam Knight is dead is gonna be like the Paul McCartney is dead of the Blathering.
Paul is dead. Miss him.
Yeah, I don't know why his thing isn't
All right,
playing.
skip it. You got to skip it. It's done.
All right, here we
I'm
go.
running out of time. I'm running out of time.
All right, here we go. Let's see if I can get this one to play. This is. No, my voicemail thing is like not working all of a sudden. My desktop. All right, let me try it this way. I'll try it this way. You guys, we just got to do echo cancellation. Brady
Favorite president.
Oh no, we don't want to do that one yet.
Tell him to wait.
I'm just coming out of my screening of the latest Spielberg flick, which is classic but also wonderfully new Spielberg in all the best ways, in my opinion. Emily Blunt deserves an Oscar nomination, but I just wanted to ask what your relationship with Spielberg movies are. I mean, I know Ken has a Star Wars podcast, so that explains part of it, but you know that. What is your favorite Spielberg moments? Because his filmography is so dense. But what stands out to you over the years?
Okay, by the way, I love sincere questions. I love we're on an episode where I'm motherfucking aliens and we're fucking pizzas, and here comes Brady to be like, "What's your feelings?"
Your favorite Spielberg moment.
I grew up. By the way, I love the background noise of all these calls. I grew up in the Amblin era, right? This is all for me and my friends. So E.T. affected me. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones is my favorite cinematic character. I still never seen Jaws in full. I know that throws people for a loop. Never seen it in full. Close Encounters, I liked it, but I saw it too young when I was like, no laser swords in this one. But he always was. So I never had to wonder if I liked him or not. He just always was. So even, I didn't chase Jurassic Park, Schindler's List I saw later on for more film school release. So I wasn't like a Spielberg I'm a big fan, but he just always was. And he always felt his influence. And I love listening to him talk. When I say a lot like Spielberg picture or a Lucas picture, I actually am not doing an old timey Hollywood impersonation. I am doing Spielberg in the Empire of Dreams Star Wars doc, where he's talking about the thing about George is he makes a George picture, just like Capra used to make Capra pictures. I just always love that, and that's my little nod to Spielberg there. So there you go.
Amen.
All right,
Brady had you can hear me. Brady had one more call this one time. He wanted to Ken, he wanted to defend the Knicks.
So I gotta defend the New York Knicks from the slander Bruce Steve sent their way. This is from my boy Hen, a 30-year, long-time suffering New York Knicks fan. But first of all, every team has a celebrity road. They all have that class warfare, especially Steve's team, the Miami Heat. But the Knicks fan base is a working class fan base. They are a proletarian fan base. And despite the team's struggle, they've stuck. They are a loyal fan base. And the Knicks, they're not the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA. They are the New York Jets of the NBA. They are the Chicago Bears of the NBA. They sucked for 25 years. And they've had the worst owner in all of sports. I mean, he demonstrated in Game 3, canceling the watch parties and all that.
Jesus Christ, Brady, Dan Snyder's I'm all right, Brady. You're getting the treatment where I'm speeding you up because we gotta. Boys, I told you guys if you're over 20 seconds, you get 1.5 speed.
Despite that, the recent front office has been smart. They built this team without free agency, signing a star, right? They built this team without tanking for several years. I mean, they kind of sucked.
Yeah. We get it.
But they found guys who were undervalued in free agency. They traded for guys who fit the team. They play team ball. And this is similar to those 90s Yankees teams that didn't have a star. Jalen Brunson is like Derek Jeter of basketball.
Yeah.
This team never quits.
We're just shitting
on them. Yeah, I get it. Enough. All right. Okay. This isn't first take. Okay. Yeah, no.
Let's think about the voicemails. Voicemails.
I'm the working man's team.
Yeah, voicemails. I am teaching each and every one of you in chat to be broadcasters because I get a little grumpy with podcasting where you all just hang out, have a goddamn question, have some energy and momentum in your voice, carry the show forward. Voicemails is a lesson. Brady, you're on timeout. I hope Brady calls in Monday. All right, but hold on. Look, I'm a Miami Dolphin fan. Okay, we're a pathetic team. Yeah. I was a New York Yankee fan in an era where they were a pathetic team with talk about a bad owner. So I get what he's talking about. I just, there's something about the Knicks, man. I think they've always felt they were. I don't know. They're just the fan base feels like I don't take them as a team, a fan base yearning for the one victory. I just kind of feel as they're like we're the Knicks, man. And it's like, you haven't been good since Pat Riley had a mustache. Like, back off. So I'm with you, Steve.
Thank you.
Alden's sports takes are the best.
Look, my take on the Knicks run is this.
Mm-hmm.
I need consistent sources of laughter and comedy in my life. And I will say, as I understand that I don't have the perspective of having to deal with the Knicks fans like on the regular.
Right.
So because I've heard from like Nikki, who it should be noted is a Texas boy, so it's a little bit of a stressful situation. But like he'll tell me like, oh, dude, the Knicks fans, they're the worst. They're like the NBA equivalent of Arsenal fans, man. He's like they're just like, oh, he's like they have a humility. It's like the humiliation that they're like, oh, we're just these little guys, but then they're also the most arrogant and they talk the most shit.
They
like,
call their arena the Mecca. Like,
they call their arena the Mecca.
Yourselves.
Yeah.
They call it
like
Mecca. Like, come
it's
on.
like things like that. But I will say, the internet presence as like, Mamdani's New York potentially delivering this win, and just the vibes edits set to Sinatra, the chants, the screaming, like it does bring me some joy because. It's like New York is the only positive place in the country, right?
And I agree that all that, and also, our Heim sisters, our girls, were with their friend Tay watching the game, pissing people off, and I liked that. So
again, guys, this comes back to class warfare. You're falling for the trap.
All sports are class
James
warfare.
Dolan is best friends with Donald Trump. I don't want
anything
anything to bring these people joy. So if it means that, I am not anti-Knicks. I am pro-America. I am pro-democracy. I am pro-free will. Okay,
Obi-Wan over here.
The only problem is because there's no celebrities. There's no celebrities that claim Philadelphia. This is why you're upset.
Benjamin Franklin. Thank you, Rocky. Are you kidding me?
A fake person and a one who's mostly fake in history. All right, let's roll. Next call.
All right. This is our final call. And speaking of the Knicks game,
Ken, it's your favorite president. I need to set the record straight on Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The Knicks very badly wanted me to come to that game, but I wouldn't do it. I was too much of a distraction in Game 3, and they lost. I wanted them to focus on winning Game 4. Then they played so badly that first half. They were just terrible that whole first half.
What?
James Dolan, the owner of the Knicks, reached out to me and said, Mr. President, I need your help. Could you call the locker room at halftime? So I did. I said, boys, we can still do this. You're from New York. You're the toughest people in the world. I want you to go out that second half and show the world how New Yorkers can fight. And that's what they did. I rallied the troops. We got sneakers on the ground in Madison Square Garden.
The Mecca.
And with 2 seconds left,
that's funny.
OG and Anobi tipped the ball in the basket and completed the greatest comeback in sports history, giving the Knicks a 3-1 lead. A lot of great work by the players and coaches, but a lot of it was me calling it halftime. It really was. They're going to win a championship.
Okay.
They're going to make New York great again.
Yeah.
And I will see you at the championship parade.
God damn it, I hate parades. Wow. Alden, do you care to address our Orange Fear in charge over his claims of being the reason the Knicks won?
I'm just amazed that he would call into a dirty, commie rag like the Blathering. I'm shocked by this. Does that mean that the Blathering is? Are we on that like database of like agitators that just got put on?
I think so.
On the White House website?
I think so.
I tried to get a press credential for the UFC event and using the Blathering and Ken's name, and they told me no.
Hard deny.
Absolutely not. I'm not doing a good enough job because I'm not on the list with like David Packman and Brian Tyler Cohen and all those folks there. I'm glad that we're attracting such attention. Unlike Philly, we actually have celebrities that want to call in, and that's the best celebrity, right? The star of The Apprentice.
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper.
Mike Trout.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Even though he plays for the Angels, he's a Philly guy.
Angels. Okay.
Can I ask
He's
a quick
Philly
question?
guy. Kobe Bryant. He's really a Philly guy.
So thank you, Mr.
Question.
President. Yeah.
We touched on the Taylor Swift and Heim sisters thing.
Yeah.
Was there like, aside from them just being famous, was there a reason for them being there? Because they're not. I mean, neither that would be the team for either of them. She is a Knicks
She's
fan?
like an OG Knicks fan. Yeah, she's apparently been a Knicks fan for a while. Yeah.
What about the others? Because what would the Heim sisters be a fan of?
Lakers.
I guess
They'd
the
be
Lakers fans. They'd be Lakers fans.
they'd be-
Yeah.
but if it's
not everybody. Yeah, not
I'm a New York
everybody
Yankee
does,
fan. I'm a Miami Dolphin fan. So yeah.
Listen,
You being a
$6.5
Dolphin
billion
fan, man.
all year.
Yeah.
$6.5 billion was sitting courtside of
Yeah.
Game 3. $6.5 billion. Okay,
Yeah.
How much does
the fight's up and down, folks.
How much does
It's more than the GDP of 40 countries, dog.
Spike Lee doesn't account for much of that 6.5, but he is $6.5 million worth of energy. The Spike Lee videos are gold.
Addie's saying there's speculation it was a bachelorette event, that they were part of a bachelorette event. That makes some sense.
Well, yeah,
which
they're saying
means,
she's gonna get married there.
yeah, we're gonna get the flip side where it's Kelsey and his brother and their friends golfing and then going to like a Denny's and just like doing that bro thing, that
That Madison Square Garden wedding is going to be the whitest event to happen at that arena since Check's Notes. Ooh, we don't want to play that footage. We don't want to.
Right.
We don't want to.
Never mind.
Since Tony Hinchcliffe really made it back.
Forgot about that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That was so long ago. Remember how many scandals ago that was?
Yeah,
remember when that was like the man.
About
Those
it.
were good times.
I feel like a whole term has passed. Yeah.
Those were good times.
I am running late. I've got to get, speaking of the
right.
Knicks, I got to get to my friend's house. A lot of fun doing this. Alden get stoned and show up anytime on a Saturday. We are going to do a special. We got a version, an idea of Anytime coming soon. Castle Talk will be reviewing House of the Dragon Season 3 starting next week, too. So we're busy. We're doing our things. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Truly do. The calls, I don't care if the calls go 5 minutes. I don't care if the calls go 10 seconds. You guys make the show. I have nothing without you, nothing without producer Steve. I've had a very tough week. A very tough week emotionally. Don't mean to get real at the end. And I'm glad that you are all here for me just as much as you think this show is here for you and your community. We're all here together, and I appreciate it. See you Monday. That's it. Bye.
Inge Pea.